Why don't we get started? Let's do some quick introductions. My name is Phil Stern. I'm the Partner Program Manager here at NUSO. And with me today, they're going to be doing the majority of the talking. Anthony, you go first.
Good morning, everyone. Anthony Ruano, Director of Solutions Engineering here at NUSO. I'm sure a lot of you have spoken to me at some point in the past, or if you haven't, nice to meet you. David will be introducing himself next. He'll be running the webinar. I'll be here for any questions, anything like that. And of course, if you've known me long enough, I will chime in anyways. So yeah, David, go ahead.
Good morning, good day, everybody. David Lillis here. I'm also on the Solution Engineering team here at NUSO, and I'll be somewhat running the show. As Anthony said, we'll kind of be going back and forth, but certainly ask any questions in the chat. We will monitor the chat throughout, try to get to those questions as we roll, and then also at the end. So welcome, and thanks for taking the time out of your day to join us.
Awesome. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, David. And like David was saying, if you have questions, throw them in the chat. We'll get to them. And with that, David, why don't we kick it off? What are we talking about today?
We are talking about CRM integrations today. Supercharging your business with our NUSO CRM integrations.
Exciting stuff talking about CRM integrations. I think you guys are going to like what we have to say. So we're going to go through what these CRM integrations are made of, the top CRM integrations, embedded apps, unique features, the NUSO CRM marketplace. Very cool. And then, of course, we've got questions. So, David, I'm handing it off to you.
All right. Okay, so yeah, this is our CRM integrations, but one big thing here that we want to kick it off at is this integration is not just the basics. There are a lot of additional functionality that we have with these CRM integrations to really help you integrate with those different applications. So one of the obviously the big main thing is the call notification window and the screen pops, but we have this additional window here to give you some additional parameters that you can show when the call is incoming, right? So for example, a sales agent within SalesForce might want to see additional information, not just the caller ID, but you can completely customize this window to show all kinds of different things, as you see examples here, even date of birth, account manager, what their current status is, maybe the last time you even contacted that person. So you can add those parameters in as needed for each of the users, so you can have this additional information. On the right-hand side, you also will see these additional action buttons. So the user can select these action buttons that they want to launch additional information, be it maybe you want to launch the contact, or you want to launch into the customer information, or to create a new contact. So there's create a new ticket. Maybe if you're in Autotask and you want to create a new ticket within Autotask, you can do that. And those additional buttons are customizable per user. So every user may have a different requirement to do those things. So there's a ton of flexibility, and the key here is that it's fully configurable per user, and to give you the additional information, not just the standard caller ID and do a screen pop. There's all kinds of additional parameters there. So really, what does it do? These are a couple of the highlights, right? In addition to doing the screen pop, we also give you the ability to click the dial from the phone number right in the CRM, and obviously that would dial out of your NUSO UCaaS service. And also the other big thing is logging the calls within directly into the CRM. So every interaction that you have within your CRM will be logged. So when not only doing the screen pops, but also logging that information. And you can even add notes post-call, and all of those notes and all of those interactions will live directly inside your CRM. So those are a couple of other big advantages that we have with this application. Okay, so some of the top CRMs that we do support, and this by no means is an exhaustive list, but as you can see here, we have ServiceNow, HubSpot, Autotask is a big one, ConnectWise, of course, SalesForce, Zoho CRM, Zendesk, and the like. So there are many different CRM packages that we do integrate with. I'll be showing you a slide here on where you can find out the information on which CRMs we do integrate with, and we have a portal website to if you wanted to search for a specific CRM that you may be using that maybe you don't see on this list right now. But we have a portal where you can just go in and search the CRM. It will show whether, obviously if it's not there, we are not supporting it at this time. But we'll get into what happens in that case here in just a second. So if you want to go to that next slide there. So one of the additional things is some of these, a select handful of these CRM applications do support embedded apps, right? So these are there are a few more, but these are the main key ones for us. HubSpot, Salesforce, Zendesk, and Microsoft Dynamics all have embedded apps within that. So why is this important? If you wanted to live directly in the CRM and not move out of the CRM, we have these embedded apps so that application that you saw on one of the earlier slides was a secondary application where it has that window. Well, that now moves directly into the CRM. So everything you do within the screen pops, those action buttons, everything that we showed earlier is embedded straight into these CRM applications. So you're not having to bounce back and forth between our CRM app and our CRM screen pop app and the CRM itself. So you can do all of that call control and everything else. So right within the app in these embedded versions. So again, it's all part of the licensing. We'll talk about licensing here in just a minute, but there isn't any additional licensing fees or anything like that to do the embedded. So if you had one of these applications and you wanted to use the embedded app, you can certainly do that.
Yeah, and one of the nice things with that too, David, is that we can actually activate call control within that as well. So let's say, for example, we use Salesforce internally, right? So let's say that you're using Salesforce. Call comes in, it's going to do the screen pop for you. You can answer that call directly from inside of Salesforce as well. Okay, so again, what we're trying to do here is increase efficiencies on the daily workflow of your employees, right, or your customers or whoever, right? But by being able to stay inside of the CRM entirely, it just really kind of increases the efficiencies for that specific user. And of course, one of my favorite things on the screen pops is, right, you're not having to ask the customer for too much information when they're calling you, right? All the information's there. You can ask, of course, your validation questions for their account before you start telling them anything. But again, staying inside of that CRM is really, really useful. We are continuously rolling out additional embedded applications for it. These are just the top 4 that we're showing. By no means is this the full list of them. But yeah, just wanted to touch base on that you also do have the ability for call control within the CRM.
Yeah, exactly. Again, staying right within the CRM, so makes it a lot more efficient. Okay, next slide. So some of the other unique features with the integration, it's not for an off-the-shelf CRM, but we have built-in connectors and automation. So one of the things is you can set up automations. So it's kind of a if this then that, right? So if an incoming call comes in, and you may want it to do the screen pop as the call is ringing in. You may want to do it, after the call is answered, especially if you're in some type of ring group where you have a lot of different phones ringing. You may not want those screen pops to happen as the call is ringing. You want to wait until you do answer the call. And you can set all kinds of different parameters, groups of parameters, so it has to meet certain criteria before it does certain functions. So again, it's automations that you can configure per user on what that specific application you want to do for those users. So you could pop a call note prompt once the call is answered. It might be a script of some sort that the user may want to recite to the customer. But there's all kinds of flexibility there with these automations. And again, very flexible. You can do it on a per user basis, and just makes it a whole lot easier. Okay, so this next slide, and this is the link that I was speaking of earlier. This is our online marketplace of all the CRM that we do currently integrate with. It allows you to look up the CRM. Each of the listings here gives you a clear outline of all the features that are supported within that integration, all the different functionality and the different buttons and use cases and all of that for each of these CRM applications. So crm.nuso.cloud, feel free to peruse that. These are all the integrations that we currently support. For the CRMs that are not listed, you'll see that initial box there. Didn't find yours integration. You can request it to be developed. We'll take a look at it. There is, if we decide that is the route we're going to take, there is a fee associated with that. We'll get with you on that if that's the case. But again, we continually add CRM integrations, nearly monthly. So if it's not on here, it could already be, in the works. We'll talk about that later, but certainly reach out to us if you have some questions about anything that we're covering today, but specifically on this CRM marketplace. If there's questions about functionality and features for each of the CRM integrations.
Yeah, and one of the things too that we always like to offer out is if you want to see how it works for your specific CRM, okay, reach out to either marketing@nuso.cloud or your channel account manager would be the quickest way to do that. And what we can do is actually schedule a demo and walk through and in some cases actually be able to test in real time what that does with your specific CRM. Since they all do things a little bit differently, we'd rather do them one-on-one, essentially, so you can actually go ahead and really take a look in there and see how that's going to fit for your organization. So yeah, please, again, reaching out to your channel account manager or marketing@nuso.cloud, and then we can go ahead and schedule that call right away.
Awesome, thanks.
All right. So if anybody's got any questions, now is the time. So throw it in the chat. We'll start looking at those here in just a second. If Anthony kind of talked about the demo side of things, so we know about that. If you're looking for pricing, cost, same thing. Reach out to your channel account manager. That's the best place to go on that. If you don't know who your channel account manager is, reach out to marketing@nuso.cloud. Just say, hey, I don't know who my channel account manager is, and we'll connect you with them. Let's take a look at that chat real quick and see if we got any questions.
Yeah, so we got one here for Acumatica, Cloud ERP. Not currently. I will see if that actually sits on the roadmap somewhere and let you know on that. I also got a question on through the marketing email regarding the SalesForce integration. So on the SalesForce side, it's fully embedded on there. That's actually the deepest integration we have with it. So yeah, just give us a call. Like I said, we use Salesforce internally, so that'll be an easy one for us to walk through. But everything from call control to notes and screen pops and even call dispositions, we're able to put there. Yes, when you're looking for the HubSpot integration, you'll be downloading the Bubble app inside of HubSpot. And that one we actually just released in the last few days. We passed the official certification for them. So now we are an official integration partner with HubSpot, which is a pretty big win when it comes to that. Yeah, so you'll be downloading the one on the right-hand side there, the bubble, the red one.
Great questions. Keep them coming. We're doing good on time here. This is exciting stuff. The level of depth, the amount of integrations. I mean, the CRM marketplace, you can see over 200 right off the bat, which is awesome. And then again, more coming, like David was saying, on a monthly basis. This is really great stuff.
Yeah, and if you click on the functions tab, so let's say again, you click on HubSpot, for example, you can just go ahead and click on the functions tab and it'll let you know what it does. The level of integration with Zoho, let's see here. So let's pull that up here. Give me 1 second. When does it launch? It is live.
It is live. Go there right now.
We've been launched. So again, reach out. Let's get a demo scheduled and get you up and running with this. But let's go ahead and take a look at Zoho CRM. So on the Zoho side, click to dial, hotkey dial, multi-result pop-up, call logging plus notes, custom field variables. This will work for the desktop side. It's full integration with that. How do you specify the workflow, which will depend on the ERP? We'll do that on a one-to-one again, just for the sake of time, and if other folks aren't using it, right, we don't want to throw too much info at them with it. But yeah, we can definitely run through a one-to-one call. I have actually availability on my calendar after this call. So if you want, just actually reach out to me directly, Anthony.Ruano@NUSO.cloud, and we can just jump on a quick call with that. As far as the SalesForce side, let me go ahead and just pull up SalesForce here for a second. All right, so yeah, since I'm on the Teams call, my call actually won't come in since I'm using Teams as one of my endpoints. And that's something else to bring up for it too. Let's say that you are using Operator Connect on Microsoft Teams and not using our green UCaaS platform. We have the integration for it to work with Microsoft as well. Okay. We've also got a built-in embedded application inside of Microsoft too, which is again something that we can walk through on that. But yeah, it's a lot of interesting different ways that we can process call pop-ups on there. So.
Yeah.
And yeah, so the specifying the workflow on the ERP, again, just reach out to me directly. Let me know what ERP you're running, and we can go ahead and just walk through that here pretty quick.
Yeah, and we'll have more information about this rolling out within the coming weeks and months. Especially, you could probably expect to see video examples of how it's operating within specific CRMs, especially the big ones like Salesforce and HubSpot, stuff like that. So a lot is on the horizon, and we won't be quiet about this either. You'll see a lot of information coming from us directly on our integrations. So,
okay, I'm actually going to dump my email into here. So we'll put Anthony Ruano. If I could spell, that'd be great.
I know the feeling. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you all. We don't want to take too much of your time on this lovely Tuesday. But yeah, let's go ahead and just reach out to me, like I said, and we'll jump on a call right away.
Yep. Go to Anthony direct. If you don't know who your channel account manager is, if you're trying to get pricing or something, email marketing@nuso.cloud. If you do know your CAM, go to them for pricing as well. And then if you want to, go to Anthony direct, that's also an option. So a lot of people to bug here at NUSO. Let's get your questions answered. And again, this will go out in post. So if you need a recap on this, watch it again or give it to someone who didn't. It'll be going out in a couple days. With that, thank you, David. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, everyone, for joining.
Thank you all.
Let's all have a great rest of the week. Bye now.